Everybody, Lauren here. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is it seems like being accepting your authentic self and knowing who that is super, super, super difficult for people. I think because we have all the Instagram and the this and the that, and social media kind of paints this picture of what people should be like. And before that, movies tell you, who's cool, who's not, who's the villain, who's not, who's smoking, who's not, like all of those things where people have figured out that monetizing what you should be like is lucrative. What you should be like, and I'm putting that in quotes because that doesn't matter. I mean, if we're talking about morals and stuff, morality, that's a whole other subject, but I'm talking about actually knowing who you are, what you like and why, not because somebody else likes it. And as I have gone through many things in my life, hard things, very up and down, very up and down. And even growing up in an area, as you can see, I'm a person of color and black. Growing up in an area where there were not a lot of us around for a long, long time, just having to be okay with that, and having to realize that that is one of the things that makes you special, the things that are different than other people sometimes. The problem is, as you learn who you are and you learn to accept who you are, you'll run into people who are insecure in who they are, and a lot of times they will try to tear you down. They'll tell you ask too many questions. They'll tell you they don't like the way that you dress. They'll tell you they don't like the way that you look. They'll make you feel like, they'll try to make you feel like you are less than. Like they're always just trying to knock you down a peg so they can feel more comfortable. And you have to move past that. You really have to move past that. And a lot of people don't realize that learning and growing and knowing who you are takes a lot of work, and they're not willing to put in that work, or maybe they're not disciplined enough to put in that work, or whatever, full of excuses. But sometimes it's therapy, sometimes it's writing, sometimes it's just trying things so that you know that you don't like it, or trying things so that you know that you do like it. I was reminded of this recently. I got married, and it was right before the wedding, and we were trying to kind of make sure our guest list was all situated, everybody was coming, and everything. And my husband, who is not a person of color, some of his family decided that they were not coming because they did not support our wedding. Not necessarily our relationship, although it was implied, but they did not support our wedding. One of these family members in particular let us know that they could not come because they didn't accept my dad's lifestyle. My dad's lifestyle. And they didn't want to go to an event that was sponsored by him. And you know what? That hurt. 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 And you know what? That hurt. That It really did. That hurt because of a lot of things. But I don't know if you felt like the money being spent to celebrate our love and devotion and union under God was somehow going to change his lifestyle. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but it made me feel like worthless. Like absolutely worthless. And it made me angry because I've seen my dad, obviously, like my entire life, 31 years old, and I've never seen him so grounded and so honest with himself and so giving and nurturing and happy. But he was made to feel like he was not good enough. Not worth the effort of coming to see us. And like, if you can't make it, then you can't make it. That's something else. But God, that really hurt a lot. And for a while, I just kind of carried that around with me, not really knowing how deeply it had affected me. Because once he said that, there were 2 other people that didn't come for whatever reason they say, but they didn't make it either. Yeah, it really felt crappy. And once the wedding happened, we had a fantastic day. It was beautiful. Our family, our friends were around, the ones that wanted to be. And that was fine. It was great. I was so happy. I was so excited. But then when it came time to change my name to the name that these other people the other people have, their last name, I didn't want to. I found that I kind of put it off and put it off and put it off, and I didn't want to change my name. And my husband was understanding. He was understanding. But then I really had to take a little bit and figure out, like, do I not want to change my name because now I feel like their name isn't worth the effort? Is that what this is? Like, are we playing this sort of tit for tat thing? Like, no, we're not. We're not going to do that. And I realized I love my husband. I did not marry him so that I could say that I'm one of those people. I married him so that I could say that we're together. We are important to each other. And I wanted, and I felt guilty about having those negative feelings before then. And so I did. I changed my name. And I want to, we don't have any kids yet, but I want to make sure that when my kids come, even with this name, they understand that they are loved however they are, however they come. and we're a team, we're a family, that the love that we have for one another is not conditional. And so I don't care who you are. However God brings you to me, that is who gets all of my love and all of my care. And so their importance as part of the whole of our family, that's what matters. And so, like I said, I changed my name and I haven't thought twice about it. It's really unfortunate that, like, people live in a way that they don't get to be 100% who they are, and that they have people around them treating them like they shouldn't be 100% of who they are. But do the work. Do the work. Go for a walk. Write a letter to whoever wronged you. Go to therapy. Say the words out loud so that you can process them. Move past them. I'm not telling you to forget that it happened, but I'm telling you to understand that things happen so that you can grow and learn from them. As things happen to you, it just adds on to who you are, and that's how you get to be the bigger person in situations in your life. So, I said all of that to say, I know I shared a lot, but you gotta be who you are. You gotta be who you are so that you can be happy and so that you can share what you're supposed to share and take what you're supposed to take. Because if you can't love who you are, knowing this is who I am and I'm okay with that, I love that, you can't give that same gift to other people. You can't give that same gift to other people. It's not a genuine gift that you're giving. So take that into consideration. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.